Okay, let's get a trader's take on the pressure on commodities being exerted by this trade war. We're joined from Chicago by Scott Bauer, CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. Scott, thanks so much for coming on the show. Is that the big topic right now among commodity traders, the trade war?
Oh, absolutely. It's front and center, and you know, it has been for quite a while, but obviously it's really come to a head right now.
What about, I mean, where is the impact being felt most? We see copper now, poor old copper trading barely above 270 a pound. I was amazed. I had to go back last summer. It was 330 briefly.
Yeah, that one really is an outlier that surprises me. Same as you. I looked at it, figured we'd probably have a pop here, and you know, when I saw that it's down all the way at 270, it's like, wow, move on. And to me, gold is probably the one that surprises me the most. Mm-hmm. Finally, gold is reacting to the risk-off sentiment that we're seeing, you know, from the trade issues here. And it really wasn't until today or overnight, until, you know, the latest news came out, that we really saw a pop back in gold. Now that it's approaching 1,300, to me, that is a fantastic time, fantastic opportunity to short it.
Wow, you think this is an opportunity now to short gold?
Yeah, when I know that probably many of your guests and a lot of the traders here, you know, that I've spoken with are thinking that maybe if this gets prolonged, we're going to see even a pop back up to 1320. I don't see it. What I'm looking at, I'm just looking at this trade, and the entire marketplace right now is trading on a lot of emotion, obviously the extra volatility, and that to me is what I see as a short-term opportunity, that even if we see the trade issues here get prolonged and the skirmish and the fight really get drawn out over the next couple weeks, gold has had such a difficult time getting its legs under it, and the fact that it took this instance to me to get up to this number here it's a psychological number, the 1,300 number, what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. It's an emotional trade, and I love the downside from here. I really do.
Oh my goodness, the gold bugs who watch our show won't be happy to hear that.
I know, I know. I'm running for cover right now.
Okay. How are you playing oil? There's been some skepticism expressed about these reported attacks on ships in the Gulf of Oman. Yeah. Very few details available.
It's very skeptical, very shady at this point. Nobody knows what is going on. That being said, I do think there's a floor in oil in West Texas around that 62 level. I know we got a spike today, a lot because of those attacks on those two ships here, but there's still so much geopolitical risk, headline risk in the oil space right here, that even if we start to see some additional production here, I still think that 62 or so is really a short-term bottom. Going into, you know, the driving season, the summer season, we're going to get new EIA numbers coming out. I really think that we're going to see 66, 67 again in West Texas pretty soon.
And just finally, do you see, I mean, it's obviously dependent on the trade war, but do you see a bounce in the commodities complex? Say they just go on jawing and they don't escalate it anymore. Could the commodities bounce?
Yeah, they absolutely could. But you know what? So much right now is because of what's happening with the trade war. And,
sure.
and that trade is so disconnected. It really is. So what that next move is, you know what? I don't know, and I don't think anybody reading the charts or the tea leaves really knows either. But that's why we see all this volatility in the marketplace.
Scott, always great talking to you. Thanks very much, mate.
Thank you.
Scott Bauer, CEO of Prosper Trading Academy.